Good morning. Welcome to Planet Mojo. Today is a day of updates. The greenhouse is still where I left it. It has the buckets holding it down, but I received the anchors today. These are from Milspec. These are 3-inch arrowhead anchors with a pounding rod. Turns out I found the old pounding rod while I was cleaning over in the shed, so now I have 2 pounding rods, but this is probably the only anchors I'm going to use from now on, so that'll come in handy. So I have that coming up this week. I'm going to put the anchors on and I'll do a video of that. I brought some barrels in here. I have 2 more that I believe I can bring in here, and I might use these to make a bench top along one side, but I will fill them with water to create some thermal mass in here so I can hold some of the heat in at night. Brought some sawhorses in here so that I can load lumber in here. I'm going to make the bench frames. I got a pretty good idea for how to make some nice benches that will be able to be put away in the summer. I'm going to move this in the summer, but I don't think I'll ever leave the cover on it during the summer. It'll just degrade real quick, and no use in having it blown around in the wind either. So I have everything that I use out here I want to be able to store in the summer and then throw back in it once I put the shelter back up in the fall, put it back in and be ready to go for the next spring. So I'll show that stuff too, and I'll make the designs available on the internet. What else is new here? I think that's about it. Oh, I also am in the process of designing a mobile outdoor bench with 8-inch wheels, swivel wheels, really nice wheels. I do a lot of stuff outdoors in the summer on a bench, and I need something made out of treated wood with a drawer that will roll around on this rocky, uneven ground, so I can take it where I'm doing stuff and have a nice workbench. It'd be nice to find like a stainless steel vise too, but I don't think that'll happen. Okay, now I'm going to take a walkabout, see what the weather has done on our roads and stuff. I'm going to come up in the west pasture over here, see what that looks like. I haven't been back there since I did the last burn over there, and I need to see how that did. And I'm going to wind up over by the horses and give a brief horse nomenclature lesson. Okay, let's get that done. The Little Bluestem did fantastic. It did a lot better than some of the stuff I've seen on the internet for its first year. It's looking really nice. I can just imagine what it's going to look like next year. Next year I'll be filling in that whole front part with stuff that's grown in the greenhouse, as well as interspersed in here with wildflowers and other types of prairie grasses. And I'll be planting, oh, I got a tripped trap right here. That's a mole trap. I'll also be planting that pasture down there, and, well, not pasture. I'll also be planting down there and right here where I've already killed back the grass, and I have oats growing. Well, I have it going back there too. So all of the started prairie patches will be planted after the first killing, and then some of this other stuff that I'll be working on in the winter will be planted after I kill back some of the stuff that's growing there. One of the American chestnuts, looking good, wasn't bitten off by the deer yet, so hopefully that'll do good this winter. Well, the American chestnut looks really good. Still got its leaves on. And I don't see any footprints inside there. And they are everywhere out here. There's coyote, rabbit, deer, cat. You name it. It's like a little highway coming through here. Yeah, I gotta get these piles of stuff burned. I might do it this winter. It all depends. I can do it in the spring too. This is another area that was planted with oats. So in the spring, this will be dead. This is annual. So any of the stuff that was growing here that comes back then needs to be killed, so I can burn this then, and also cut some new trees and put it on top of it. That's a good plan right there. Then this will get planted hopefully in mid-June with Indian grass, big bluestem, and not wildflowers yet. I'm going to do wildflowers the second year on all of these patches, because the first year I need to use 2,4-D to keep the, wow, got a truck Jake braking on the highway. That's about a mile that way. So this will be interesting. I have purple milkweed growing up by the tube up there. Hopefully that will come up next year. I planted it this fall and transplanted it, and it was growing just fine for a month or so right along this ditch here. So hopefully it'll make it next year. Okay, time to get over to the west pasture there. Oh, hold on. We'll take a real quick look at the vineyard. Next year I plan on getting a winemaking kit and just making a few gallons of wine, and the rest will be sold. Hopefully the weather cooperates with us next year. I got to get the the end posts and the line posts on this last row, and then the vineyard is staying this size for the foreseeable future. The next thing in here will be to do the pruning, but that'll be in March, right about the time that I start planting all the grasses and the wildflowers for the prairies. Okay, I can get over here. And here are the last two burns I did over here. Did this one here and this one over here. And I wanted to come back and do, whoa. All right, let me get my glove on here before I fall. There we go. You really take your life into your own hands walking around on these hills with a little bit of snow on them like this. It's actually a lot better when snow is about 6 inches deep or so you get a little bit of bite. You can see, because this was a pit from the root, you can see the clay has baked into kind of like a little pottery down there. Pretty cool. So whenever I get back to this stuff, I gotta consolidate all this stuff and burn again. This is the burn channel after all. Yeah, and I have, as you've seen before, I still have piles all over the place of wood ready to burn, but I'm thinking I'm gonna cut a bunch of trees and stack it on them before I do any more burning. Same with over here. Okay, so the horses were out here not too long ago. They really shouldn't be out here in the snow. It's too dangerous. You just seen how I slipped right there, so we got to keep them locked up until the spring, really. The grass doesn't have any nutrients at this time of year. The perennial grasses withdraw all their nutrients, and the annual grasses, there's some up there, have mostly been eaten. The annual grasses put all of their energy into making seed, and the seed's all gone now. It's waiting to sprout next year. So, yeah, you can see this horses have been through here. You could see bits of green and stuff here, but it's not real good for the horses. There's no nutrients in it. The hay that they're eating is chock full of nutrients, so I'll keep them up there the rest of the winter. Okay, I'm gonna head up by the horses and wrap this up. I came in by the horses here and they immediately rushed over here to say hello. They have their full winter coat on now. Hi, big boy. Hello, Blue. Okay. I just watched a video this morning by my good friend Chris Nichols from Nichols Retirement Empire. Horse is giving me a kiss. And his daughter Amy was learning about horses in school, and I just thought I would give them a shout out and explain a little bit of horse nomenclature to them. These horses are just going nuts. They wanna, they're kind of bored because they're locked up in here. They're hoping to do some. Oh, he just bit her, but he didn't bite her hard. Hey, stop it! I don't have any food for you. No treats. You too, Mark. Okay, I got to keep backing up because they're. You back up. I'm not backing up. And don't eat my camera. Okay, a foal is a baby horse. A filly is a young female horse. A mare is a female horse that's over 3 years old, like this one here, Blue. A colt is a young male. A gelding is a fixed male that's at least 3 years old, like him. Sorry, buddy. A stallion is an unfixed horse, unfixed male. Sorry again, buddy. A hand is a unit of measurement. It's about 4 inches. It's the palm of your hand sideways, basically. Okay, and for breeds, these are quarter horses, both of them. But there is thoroughbred, Arabian, quarter horse, paint, Appaloosa, Mustang, Friesian. Friesian is what Dr. Pole, if you ever seen that show, he has Friesians. And there's a zillion more, but those are some of the more common ones. And colors, Mark here is red dun. He's jealous. He doesn't want Blue over here by me. And Blue, the mare over there, is what is she? Oh, she's a blue roan. Hey, out of my pocket. He's trying to take my glove. Yeah, I know. It's boring in the winter. And there's lots and lots and lots of other stuff about horses, but I don't have the time or the inclination to tell you about it. You can look up barn witch. That's always a good one. Let me switch hands here. Sorry, big buddy. I think she just gave me raspberries. Same to you, Blue. Okay, I'm gonna go get these guys some, get them some treats for being so nice and not trampling me over here. Come on, guys, let's go in here. This is where they spend the winter. Sometimes with chickens, sometimes without. Nice place you got here. I built this in the fall of last year, and I finished it in November, so it's just a little over a year old. But this is, the back of it faces northwest, so it blocks out most of the winter wind and keeps them out of the rain. Freezing rain is really bad on them. But other than that, they spend the winter outside. They are easy keepers is what they call it. But for those of you who think they have like heated buildings, that's pretty much it. Never done, except for like race horses and stuff. Most horses are either out on pasture all winter, or they have access to like a barn stall, but they're pretty much never heated. They grow a nice thick coat of fur, and when they digest their food, it creates heat, and that's what heats them over the winter. Okay, I'm gonna get these guys their treats. If you like the videos, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click on the update icon so that you receive notice when we post new videos. Yeah, I know that feels good. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.